Hey guys, this is gimmicks. Welcome back to Super Mario 3D Land. Next time we'll be taking on World 3, but this is not next time. Haha, preempting everything. Last time we took on the first half of World 2, and this time we're going to finish up World 2, because it really isn't too bad from here. This is one of the cooler levels, I think. There's a lot of cool stuff that they do with this sort of idea, but it is important to have a Tanuki leaf for this. I'm pretty sure there's a Tanuki down the bottom for that, but if you continuously bring it up here, you can get to the Luigi gate over here. It's not even a gate, it's just a platform. But yeah, lots of 2D sprites on a sort of 3D jump thing here. And you can get yourself a whole bunch of coins. I'm not actually sure how you're supposed to get these ones though, because you can't jump high enough to get that last one, so I don't quite know how that is supposed to work. Anyway, we can just go ahead and get ourselves a bunch of stuff here with the Mario. I didn't really note before that was a 3D Luigi accessing there, which is kind of cool. And yeah, this is how you're supposed to get it. Okay, so this introduces the propeller block into the 3D land thing. So it's kind of the same as the propeller block in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, but instead of having to, shake the controller for that, because you could totally do that with a 3DS, but it would be really stupid. Instead, you are expected to go ahead and press, hold the button down to get the jump. So yeah, that's how this controls. And yeah, I'm just gonna casually ignore that. I could have tried to get the life there, but it wasn't worth it. I'm not even gonna bother with those Goombas, because it is also just not worth it. You do lose the power if you take a hit, but it's pretty easy to get it back. So there's a lot of them in this. Oh, I messed this up. I don't know if I can still grab this in time. Maybe. Yep, I can. Okay, that's pretty cool. So you can see this level kind of wants you to come in with a thing here. It kind of wants you to come in with the Tanuki. So it's kind of annoying, actually, but what can you do, If you've been playing well until now, you should have one anyway, so I guess it's okay. It's just not really the ideal solution. Maybe there was a Tanuki at the start that I just didn't see. That's highly possible. But regardless, there's a lot of sort of abstract block stuff here, which is fine. It really does expect you to have the block here. And these jumps can be kind of a little bit scary to do, in all honesty. Especially this one for the second star coin here. It doesn't look like much, but when you consider you have to let go of the jump button before you reach the top of your jump, otherwise you end up just using the hover straight away, and you only get one per jump. So it can be a little bit frightening to do stuff like that, I will not lie. So that's essentially the main gimmick stuff for this stage, but I still think it's a pretty neat stage, going through some of the old 2D things in a 3D way. There's a star over here as well, which is pretty cool. And that, I guess, will let us kill these guys, get a whole bunch of coins off of them. And what else can we do with that? Can we actually make it anywhere else? No. But we do make it towards the end of the stage, and this is another pretty neat touch with this. This is a block that you can hit. There is not a block in the middle of that. I kind of thought that was a bit of a wasted opportunity myself, but it's fine. And then if you go across here, this is actually a place that you can go, and you can get yourself an extra life, which is also really cool. Just making the whole 3D out of 2D thing there. There's nowhere else you can go in this section. This is as far as it goes, but I thought it was a pretty neat touch. So you get an extra life for taking the thing to the end. You also, of course, have that classic music for this particular clear, just because that's the reference it's making. And yeah, it's a fun little stage. just a bit more, I guess, on the creative side for, you know, using old stuff, but still, maybe it's just too much pandering, I don't know. A lot of people will have different opinions on stuff that way. Anyhow, this will introduce yet another different mechanic. It's similar to one from Mario Galaxy 2, where you had these platforms that you did a spin for, and you would flip them between red and blue. Here, it's more simplistic than that, because you just jump and you change their orientation. So yeah, you have to be kind of careful with it, but it's not too difficult to handle so long as you are aware of what's going on. And you obviously will need to use that to get a whole bunch of different stuff. These Bowser blocks are largely indestructible, and they're just spawn enemies. So try not to get caught up in them too much. Anyway, we are going to jump up here for a 3D section. Once again, the game likes to remind you that it is indeed in 3D. Apologies for the non-3D video here, but that is just limitations of the device at hand. And there is a star coin at the very top here, but you have to kind of navigate through the stuff. My 3D is actually not particularly strong at the moment. I'll increase it for myself, because yeah, that's the sort of thing that can be pretty tricky to handle in a purely 2D environment, because you don't exactly know where everything is, you know, like relation-wise. Like the cloud that I was trying to jump on there was actually much higher than I thought it was, so yeah. Whoa, okay, that was kind of scary. The one thing about these platforms is that they can be very unforgiving for random corrections. Like if you also that motion blur effect, if you randomly like panic jump, then they can be extremely unforgiving for trying to recover, because the platform will disappear from underneath you, and it's pretty scary. So you have to be more careful around them. You have to know exactly what you're getting yourself in for even. No, into is the right word for it. You have to know what you're doing around them and try not to slip up. It's not too bad, but again, it can be very easy in the later stages when they involve these things with stuff like auto-scroll to get yourself messed up. Anyway, no star coin requirements for this world, so we shall just keep on trucking on and go into, you know, the subject of auto-scroll stuff. We shall go into the airship stages. Totally not from Super Mario Bros. 3, what are you talking about? So, these stages are, of course, fixed in terms of movement. The star coins can be interesting to get sometimes in these stages, because some of them are in rather devious placements, to be honest. Like, well, this is not exactly devious here, but you can see, using the warp block, we have gone to a different side of the world here. We'll get ourselves a star for our troubles, quickly grab the time and the star coin here, and this star will probably not serve us too well, but yeah, not really doing anything for us, but none of the other power-ups would have done anything for us either, so I don't mind that too much. Alright, and then we have Rocky Wrenches coming back, so, you know, all of the classic Mario 3 stuff here. We have freaking Tanuki Bullet Bills, because reasons, and if you probably noticed, there is a star coin down here. This is actually not auto-scrolling anymore, though, because I think we're at the end of this stage. Yeah, so yeah, not an auto-scroll anymore. There is an extra life here as well, which is interesting. I forgot about that. Is there any other boxes here? No, just those two. So that's kind of cool. You know, get ourselves an extra thing there. And our boss for this section is none other than Mr. the Boom Boom. It wouldn't be a Mario Bros. 3 reference without having Boom Boom. Boom Boom's not really any issues in this game, as you would probably expect. He's a bit less spiky than he used to be, but he's not exactly hard. You can jump on him, or you can even just use the Tanuki tail like I'm doing here, and he just kind of falters without issue. There are slightly more tricky variations later, mostly using the stage to, like the actual floor and stuff to make it more difficult, but it never gets that bad. Anyway, for all of these airship stages, there are these bits at the end where you have to jump for the flag, but if you go across this carefully, you will find yourself another extra life over here, and that is a pretty neat touch. So let's just quickly grab the flagpole here at the top and be done with World 2. So that is going to end this particular part as soon as we get the ending credits and stuff here. It's not even credits, but you know, we get the world transition and whatnot. We'll see the next thing here. So let's just quickly manage that and see what picture we have today. So, what have you got for us? Oh noes! You can see there's actually one slightly more interesting enemy on the right-hand ship there that we have not yet come across. We will come across that probably in the next part. I say probably because I don't remember all of what's in this next world, but I'm pretty sure we will come across it soon enough. So, for now, this has been GamerCow playing Super Mario 3D Land, and next time we shall take on World 3, or at the very least, the first half of it. Till then, take care.